Get an amazing business line of credit. What's a credit line? It's an agreement between a financial institution or a private investor establishing a maximum loan balance a borrower can access. A borrower can access funds from their line of credit anytime, long as they don't exceed the maximum set in the agreement, and as long as they meet any other requirements of the finance institution or investor, such as making timely payments. The money does not have to be used for a pre-specified purpose. It's a bit like a credit card without the plastic. Business credit lines have many unique advantages, including flexibility. You only pay interest on what you use, unlike loans where you pay interest on the full amount borrowed. Credit lines can be reused, pay off a balance, and use that available credit again and again. They are the most commonly requested loan type in the business world. But true credit lines are rare and hard to find. Many are also tough to qualify for, requiring good credit, time in business, and financials. But there are other credit cards and lines that few know about. These are available for startups, bad credit, even if you have no financials. Let's check out 0% unsecured credit lines. Ideal for startup companies, high-risk industries, and those who don't have or want to provide proof of cash flow or collateral. You only pay on what you owe, not like a loan. It is possible to get cards that only report to business CRAs, not consumer CRAs. There is no adverse impact on consumer credit and no inquiry on your consumer credit report. A lending source works on your behalf to secure credit cards for you. The company is not a lender or card issuer. Instead, they function as experts in obtaining credit cards and work to apply to get you the most credit they can secure. Nearly always, their tactics to get you credit result in much more than you could get on your own. The company you hire works to get you 5 to 8 cards, usually of the best and highest limit cards you can get. They apply for them all at once, where if you applied on your own, you'd only get 1 or 2 at the most. They can usually get you 5 times the amount of your current highest limit account. Contrast with your bank, which can only get you 1 of these types of accounts, which often doesn't report to the business CRAs. You can get 2 types of cards. There are personal cards, which report to the consumer CRAs, and there are business cards. These don't report to the consumer CRAs. Whether you get one or the other, and how much money you get, all depends on just one thing: personal credit quality. The lender can also get you low introductory rates, typically 0% for 6 to 18 months, although some sources will consider an extension if you request one. Pay normal rates afterwards, usually 5 to 21% APR with 20 to 25% APR for cash advances. You get the best cards for points with the best rewards. This credit is obtained with no security, assets, or collateral. The lender has no collateral to collect in case of default. With a 650, you only get personal cards. With a 680, you get both. Multiple cards create competition. Get your limits raised typically within 6 months or fewer from initial approval. Approvals to $150,000 per entity, such as a corporation. These business credit cards report only to business CRAs. Most lenders don't offer or advertise this program. Not only will you get money, but you build your business credit also. Therefore, within 3 to 4 months, use your newly established business credit to get even more money. You will need to have quality credit and no derogatory reporting. This means no bankruptcies, ever, on your report. But you might get approved with a bankruptcy if it's not on the report. Any judgments and tax liens must be paid off. There can be no credit counseling and no late payments in the last 12 months. You can't have any active outstanding collections and unpaid status, but less than $500 might be okay. You can't have any foreclosures or late mortgage payments, and you need at least 1 bank card with a 3-year history or $3,000 limit. If there is no car loan or mortgage, then you need 2 bank cards. With balance limit ratios on existing revolving accounts, the lower the ratio, the higher the approval amount. A 30% ratio is required. This looks at overall percentage and individual percentage on each account. Credit inquiries are a big factor tying into approval. More than 6 inquiries in 6 months is too much. Lenders do not want to see the person is applying for new credit, especially not other revolving accounts. Use a credit partner or guarantor for approval, and use multiple guarantors for even more money. You will need to have higher limit cards for approval, so if you have $10,000 limits, you might see approvals of $12,000, although approvals can be $50,000 or higher. More partners mean more cash, usually 5 times that of your highest limit account. Let's recap. There are several types of business lines of credit out there. Try the SBA's 4 Cap Lines programs, or SBA Express, or try inventory financing or account receivables. You can also try to get a revenue credit lending line or cash flow financing, and check out a 0% unsecured credit line program, particularly if you have a startup or are in a high-risk industry. Contact us today to learn more about how you can get an amazing business line of credit.